Hello and welcome to GlitchSlam Wrestling. My name is Liam and I am here with my good friend Thomas.
Hello.
And today we will be reviewing what was a title-filled episode of Raw.
Yes, it was very good.
Yes, it was. A lot happened. I will say, first thing I want to say is there are so many different storylines right now that I'm like, it actually gets to points where like it says people on screen and they start talking about stuff. I'm like, oh shit, that's a storyline as well. Oh shit, that's a storyline. Oh shit, that's a storyline. There's so many stories going on at the same time right now, and I love it.
Yeah, it's quite nice having many different stories. Some of them interlap with each other as well.
Dude, it's just beautiful stuff. All right, so we'll just run it down, start of the show to the end of the show, and give our basic thoughts. You know how it is. All right, so we started off. We fully started off with Pat and Cole in the ring saying, "What's up, guys? Get keen for the main event." Yada yada yada. Then Jey Uso enters the ring, and him and the crowd yeet themselves for a bit, as per usual,
As as they tend to do.
as they tend to do. And then we get Damien interrupting because, of course,
Yeet, yeet,
yeet
yeet,
yeet yeet indeed.
yeet, yeet, yeet.
We get Damien interrupting because, of course, they've got their little backlash match. Yeah, it was Damien kind of like almost practicing his babyface promos at the start of it, being all nice to Jay, and then obviously had to hit him with the gotcha. So yeah, switches up on him. You know how it is. What did he say? That it was like, oh, you said we're next, Oos, and he's like, yeah, you're half true, because I'm next. You ain't shit, cuz. Usual stuff.
They had the whole thing where they went out drinking
Yep.
and then there was like an I paid for it. You want
Yeah.
that bloodline type.
Yeah.
And then Jay just goes, I got Nuba hope.
I got Nuba. just good stuff. So yeah, that segment of the promo was, it was fun. It was pretty standard stuff though. And then I think Jay really made this promo just extra good right at the end when he calls him back into the ring and then just starts calling him out. He's like, "You're only the leader in the Judgment Day because Mommy's not here." And by the way, Mommy, tell her I said, some fucking goofy ass face. Great stuff. Then he calls him Dom Mysterio's bitch, which is funny, and yeah,
Not wrong.
just funny stuff. I think Jay was cooking there. I liked it. It was funny. Then of course we ended off with JD McDonough attempting to sneak attack and completely failing, which ends up in Priest eating a super kick to the face and looking very pissed off.
Which is unsurprising because I would also be pissed off if I had to share a locker room with JD McDonough.
Yeah, that is. No, JD is goated. He's just, to be fair, alright? To the people that JD pisses off for the Judgment Day is a little bitch. But you can't deny that everything he's done for the Judgment Day, he's an honourable dude. He does what he needs to for his boys. Yes, 95% of the time he fails, but at least he's trying. And you can't ask for more. I mean, you probably could ask for a little bit more, but that's fine.
Well, maybe for him not to fail, but it's alright.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, my main takeaway from this is my instant thought was, this is definitely the start of. I feel like it's the start of a Priest face turn, and / Judgment Day breaking up.
Yeah, with the Irish boys going one way.
Yes, because like that first section of the promo was just like way too like nice for someone who's apparently a heel, and I'm like, yep, he's practicing. He's trying to learn how to be nice to people.
Man.
Good stuff. Then
Good stuff.
we move on to our first title match of the night. We got DIY versus Awesome Truth. We had a clean Miz springboard into a Ciampa boot midair, which was dirty. We had a near fall where Gargano hit the sweet chin music, and then Champ hit the pedigree. That was a fun near fall. We had another meet in the middle for another near fall, but Miz quickly pulls off Gargano from the pin, and then they use their Awesome Truth use their finishing move called, I didn't know this until I heard the commentator say it, called the Truth Crushing Finale, which honestly does look like a very good tag team finishing move, I will say.
Well, I think it's an actual combination of the skull crushing finale and then
Yeah,
our Truth's little Jimmy.
yeah. So, yeah, nice finishing move. That wins them the match. Notably, after the match, Johnny shakes both of their hands. Truth and Miz reach out to Ciampa, and he's not having it. He's pissed. He just leaves the ring and walks away. So
He's an angry boy.
he's an angry boy. So a little bit of, I mean, I hope this doesn't lead to feuding between DIY. I hope it's just like maybe the start of a DIY heel turn. I mean, Johnny's wife's already turned heel. May as well do the other half. Like, why not? But yeah, solid match. I think the DIY doing most of the spots, as I think you'd expect. I think the most we can expect from Awesome Truth's title reign right now is just the happy, fun, go lucky guys. You know,
Just a bit of fun.
just a bit of fun. Get the
Get
crowd
the crowd
going.
the happy.
Exactly.
You know, you have your moments with Truth and John Cena and shit like that.
Yeah, they're just fun. I still hold what I said when they initially won them, where I don't think they'll have the belts for too long. But
Yeah.
I'm sure the short amount of time that they have them, to be honest,
Will
I
be
can
fun.
yeah, I can see. Right now, I don't know if I have like a prediction for who's going to take it off them. I can see that maybe this is the start. Like I said, if this is the start of a DIY heel turn, then maybe the next time they come at them, it's going to be like, yeah, before we were being all nice, just having fun wrestling, but now we're coming for you and we're going to destroy you. Because realistically, a DIY at 100% should destroy Awesome Truth. I know it's not how wrestling works entirely, but, you know, DIY are very good at wrestling.
Yeah.
This also may just be me hoping and praying, because I love DIY. We have fun.
Bit of fun.
Bit of fun. Good match.
Bit of fun.
Love to see it. Then we come back from an ad break, I think, and we've got Judgment Day backstage. And my takeaway is that Damien is on a bit of a power trip now that Mummy's not here. You know, he's yelling at them he's saying you finish your business, and he specifically says your business. He doesn't say Judgment Day's business. He says you do your business and then stay out of my business. Pretty much implying that Judgment Day aren't working together right now, and you can tell that JD and Dom are not feeling it. Like, JD goes out for the bro fist, Damien ignores him. So then Dom reaches out and gives him the fist as those two walk away, and Damien just stands there looking all grumpy with his shiny gold title.
Which, to be fair, at the moment, everything Dom's doing isn't really Judgment Day business.
Yeah.
It is mostly just his own thing.
Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, it's like, what's the difference between Dom going out and doing his thing and needing Judgment Day help than, like, the exact same thing when, like, Finn and Priest, when they were winning tag matches due to Dom helping them. Like, technically, Finn and Damien winning the tag titles means nothing to Dom, but they're Judgment Day. Winning gold is a part of everyone. So if Dom's got something he wants to do, it's only fair that everyone should help. But Damien's on a little bit of a power trip that he's got this shiny gold belt and Mummy's not there.
I mean, they were still pretty angry that he went and helped ask for Santos's help. And that would make it not Judgment Day business, because he's making it related to other people.
Yeah.
Outside
But it was still that. I feel like maybe it's different just because Dom did get injured, and like Finn very clearly wasn't there, so he couldn't fill in. I think maybe that aspect of it is more or less just they needed someone to be in the match rather than it being like a major story beat. And plus, I mean, the WrestleMania match was obviously, it was versus Ray, so it makes sense for him to want to be in that match. But yeah, who knows? I mean, I think again, just nailing it in, guys. Get keen. Judgment Day breaking up soon. Get your tissues ready. You're not ready for it. I'm not ready for it, man. I love Judgment Day, but I guess we'll just as long as if I can get some kind of Finn and Damien feud for that title and Finn wins, I'll take it. To be fair, I just hope that some of them stay together. That's my main hope. I'm like, I don't want it to be a complete like they all go their separate ways. I want it to be a like.
I think you guaranteed that Rhea and Dom will stay together.
I don't know though, because they were teasing it like they've been teasing it all this like discontent for so long now. Like you keep having the things of like Rhea and Dom going like, you need to talk to me, and he's like, I'm sorry, mommy, and then he goes and does something else without talking to her again. So who knows, dude? Maybe they're gonna break up, and then Buddy Matthews is gonna rejoin the WWE. He's gonna steal her from
Who
Dom.
knows?
There's
what was next?
There's a lot of things they could do. I can't follow my page. There we go. I figured it out. Oh my god, Tom.
Oh no!
It's your.
Don't tell me it's time.
Well, first up, you have the segment.
Gunther makes his return.
Yes.
He makes his return, declares his intent to go for King of the Ring.
I'm keen for it.
States that he's no longer the hunted, but now he's the hunter. Then obviously the New Day come out and start mocking him for losing his title,
which was kind of
despite
funny.
neither of them having had a title like recently.
Also very true.
But then they bring up the point that I didn't even know this, but that Xavier Woods was the previous King of the Ring.
Yeah, I forgot about it until I think I just remember seeing random images or something of it like a while ago.
Yeah, so then that sets up a Imperium New Day match, which
part 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, which I'm kind of sick of, to be honest. But looks like we're not going to get any more of those because well, Imperium lose, and Gunther was not happy. He broke a chair next to Pat McAfee, and then he gave told Ludwig do it and walked out, and then Ludwig and Gio were hugging in the middle of the ring. Oh, I don't know if he says do it, but he like stares at him as he walks out.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I didn't see him say do
and makes
it.
He makes like a motion, which look.
Yeah.
And then Ludwig and Gio hug out for a second. They come out the ring, and then Ludwig plants Gio into the fucking LED barricade, and
just attempts to murder him. Attempts to murder him.
I can't handle the fallout, man. It's just L after L for Imperium at the moment.
Hey,
Gunther loses his belt. Now Gio's gone, which it probably means that Ludwig's going to go on a long singles run. Or they find the new partner. Who knows?
Who knows? A certain man from where's he Ilya from? I have no idea.
Russia.
Russia, yeah.
I've seen that people say that Gio's going to go back to either his old gimmick from NXT, or he's going to go join the family, and that Ilya's going to come join Imperium and then turn on Imperium at some point, which I'm down for. But like, it's still like, finally Gunther's back. Oh no.
It's all right.
As lack of personality as Gio's had, I like him. I like his big bald head.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. He puts on entertaining matches.
He's got a nasty looking fucking moonsault. I love it.
At least you can take the positive of when your favorite people get into a storyline. It's like, okay, well, at least this means that something's happening. Something's cooking for my boys. At least you got something to kind of look forward to.
Oh man, I just can't wait for King of the Ring now. When's King of the Ring? This is
I
important to
have
me.
no idea actually. Like they were talking like it's like very soon, and I'm like, it's like it's like this weekend. Just have no idea.
Well, I think it's taken the place of like Night of Champions, so it'll be after Backlash.
Why did I think we were having Night of Champions? Am I stupid? I might be stupid.
I think you could be stupid.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I've not heard a single person say anything about Night of Champions.
May 25th, so yeah, it will be after Night of Champions. It'll be in place of Night of Champions.
Yeah, right. Did House?
Which means
Go ahead.
I might need to quickly get in on my my idea before they have the same idea, and it looks like I'm just copying again.
Do not get excited for Gunther to win and then walk around calling himself King Gunther for the next 12 months.
Oh man, you probably you know my plans. People don't know. The people like that would watch just don't know my plans. But like, if he wins it, like I have a plan to give him a new name. If he were to win it, if he were to win a big prize,
damn.
and if he wins King of the Ring, they could just give him that name, which would mean I'd look like I'm just copying. So I'm putting this out here to go. I've had this idea. I'm not going to reveal the idea. It's pretty obvious if you put two and two together, but yeah.
Very nice.
Leave it there.
Yeah, no, I mean this whole segment did a really good job of making Ludwig look like a proper threat, like a proper ruthless heel. Like
Again, like what he did against the New Day last
exactly.
time out when he just killed Kofi and tried to kill Xavier.
Like he's very good at like looking like a borderline murderer.
He looks psychotic every time he does this shit.
Just standing there with his hand behind his back, just like shredded as ever. Just like, yep, I'm gonna kill you.
I always love when he sets him up to do that, like to crush his head into the steel steps.
Yeah, and he always like
And
gets...
he like everyone. That's when everyone comes out, and he like acts all innocent, and then he does his the fucking loop and does the drop kick. That always gets me because it's just I'm expecting it, but it's as if they don't realize he's done this 2 times already.
No, dude, it's so unpredictable. It's great. Yeah, be interesting to see what they do with Ludwig and with Imperium in general. So yeah, after that we had a little Andrade video package. He a cool dude. Pretty much he's calling out Judgment Day. So I can see that before Damian Priest loses his title, he is good. Definitely, there's a very good chance he's going to be at some point have a title match with Andrade. I think. So I think that's pretty,
it looks like it.
That's pretty much set in stone at this point, and fuck, that match is going to be good. I can already feel it. So Andrade is very cool.
Oh, that's right. The draft starts like next week, doesn't it?
It starts on SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering is that the people that they've literally just signed contracts for, like a Braun Breaker, will they be in the draft or will they just stay with SmackDown for now?
That is interesting. Because it would make the whole thing of them being like, oh, I managed to convince him to sign to my brand. Like, yeah, you got him for like a month, dude. Congrats. I'm just going to draft him.
Because then, like, Andrade was this big free agent. So maybe, like, they'd have to do that match before. Or they're just going to be redrafted to the same place.
That's probably, if they have a storyline plan, probably. It's probably the less confusing thing to do.
Alright, back off that tangent.
So next we had Drew McIntyre coming to the ring. He sits down in his kilt, tells the cameraman to not shoot up his kilt, you perv, as per usual. He starts talking mad shit to the crowd. What does he say? He's like,
say what if you French kiss your cousins and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the entire crowd goes, what? Morons, dude. Unbelievable. I'd never fall for that. Then we get Sheamus interrupting, which is very cool because I don't think these guys have interacted for like
probably not since WrestleMania last year.
So it's been a year, over a year. So that's exciting for one.
It must have been at least since before the draft when they were separated.
Yeah, I think so.
Because technically, I think Sheamus should be on SmackDown right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's funny that he's on Raw. But
they're just like, it's almost draft time. Who cares? Have fun.
Yeah, that's probably what they're saying.
They're probably building up towards Sheamus being drafted to the same spot as the people he's feuding with. So
yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, Sheamus tells Drew straight to his face that he blew it. Then Drew proceeds to fat shame Sheamus. It's like, before you got injured, you were having banger after banger after banger. Since coming back, it's more like burger after burger after burger. What a fucking line. That is just great. Then Sheamus rebuttals with a cheeky, I can lose the weight, but you can't lose the stupid.
Yeah.
Just a great back and forth segment. And like I like this like kind of inkling of Drew again kind of playing this not full heel, playing this more, you know, I'm talking facts, like I'm not wrong, but I'm also a dick about it, but I'm also a whingy little baby at the same time. So like he's like got it, he's not full heel, like he otherwise he would have just attacked Sheamus, but clearly he wants to still be friends with Sheamus. So it's such a unique character, Drew. Like he's such a unique heel where you can't really predict what he's going to do.
Yeah, other than it's probably going to involve him hating on Punk.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that is guaranteed. Then we get, Drew says he'll sit ringside and tells him to watch his back. No, he says, I'll sit ringside and I will watch your back, which he says very ominously. Half implying that Sheamus should watch his back, and the other half saying that he will watch Sheamus's back for him. So, who knows what that means? I won't read too much into it. But then we get, according to Cole, a match that is the first time ever match between Shinsuke and Sheamus, which is pretty cool.
That doesn't feel right. What? That is what he said before the ad break. So if I'm wrong, that means that Michael Cole is wrong. Although, to be fair, before the ad break, Michael Cole did say Sheamus versus Drew accidentally. And then when we came back from the ad break, he was like, sorry, I meant Shinsuke, not Drew McIntyre. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's the first time Shinsuke and Sheamus have had a match. If that is true. If that's not true, then I've severely misheard something. Yeah, I mean, notable spots from the match. I mean, there was one point where I think they were on the apron, and Sheamus just absolutely decapitates Shinsuke with a kneecap. With his brogue knee or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Pulls the knee guard down, the whatever the fuck they're called. Just absolutely decapitates him. That shit was brutal. Then we had a spot where Sheamus was lying on the announce table. Shinsuke jumps off the barricade onto the announce table, hits Sheamus with a knee to the back of the neck, his surgically repaired neck. That shit was brutal. Kind of scary, but obviously those spots wouldn't be in there unless Sheamus was 100% healthy.
Medically cleared.
If it wasn't 100%, if he could take a spot to the back of the neck and it would kill him, I don't think they'd be in there. Then we had a second rope white noise for a near fall from Sheamus onto Shinsuke, of course. And then we finished the match with, I think Sheamus hits a couple kicks on Shinsuke hits a couple kicks on Sheamus, and then Sheamus is like on the floor, and then somehow out of nowhere, within like a split second, just gets up and bro kicks Shinsuke and gets the win that way. So, yeah, again, just a good match. No complaints really.
Yeah, you can't complain.
We have fun in here. Shinsuke, I really like Shinsuke, but he just loses every week. So I feel for him. Because I feel like he should be doing something better than losing to like everyone every week. But at the same time,
he's very good at losing to everyone.
Exactly.
Every week.
Like he's one of the only people
still think he's a threat.
He's one of the only people who can lose every week, and you still go, "Oh shit, he's versing Shinsuke." So, yeah, who knows what they'll do with Shinsuke? Maybe one day he'll get an actual push.
Yeah, who knows? It felt like he was getting that push, but then obviously he came up against...
But then he decided to feud with everyone who could not lose at that time.
Yeah.
Anyways, then we have a backstage segment from Sammy. He's like, I'm gonna hold my tongue on Gable because he's about to talk, and then Bronson Reed interrupts him and says, Sammy, I want your Wait, why am I putting on an accent? He's Australian, fuck's sake.
You literally got the accent already. And the worst part is you put on an accent that's not even
I
Australian.
know. I was just trying to put on like a deep
You went
voice, and then
Irish.
I just wanted to put on a deep voice, and then it just turned Irish for no reason. um, okay. He goes like, Sammy, I want your title. I don't know why I can't do a deep voice on an Australian accent, even though I'm Australian.
Yeah, man,
Anyways,
I want your title.
yeah, you sounded bloody Scottish for a second as well.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to be.
But yeah, he's like, I want your title. Sammy says, anytime, any place. Bronson takes that very literally and just absolutely slams him into the into some toolboxes or whatever the heck they're meant to be. Just some,
they're like the big transport boxes they use.
yeah,
for,
the big
like
transport boxes, and he just beats the crap out of him just because Bronson Reed's scary big. You like to see it.
Big dude.
Love to see our fellow Australians getting some spotlight. Should be a fun match. Obviously, Bronson and Sammy, last time they fought, Bronson won. So,
hey,
make of that what you will. He probably won't win, but...
No, but I hope he does, because I like Bronson.
Yeah, I hope he does, but at the same time, that would make Sammy beating Gunther mean a lot less.
Yeah, true.
Okay, anyway, we cut to Chad Gable coming out. First off, there was a QR code during the entrance. I watched, I think, I saw a video. I think it was from that QR code. There's been a lot of the videos are so creepy. I don't know if you've had a chance to see any of them.
No.
The videos of some of these QR codes are so fucking creepy, man. I was like,
I saw that.
Actually makes me feel things. I don't like it.
I saw that it led to like a code page, like a hacking page. It looks like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
With like the green text and that, and like someone was putting in like, I mean, it was probably a joke because the ending part was obviously a joke, but I think most of it was like they put like howdy and it said hello. They put Bray remembered, Wyatt forever, and they put Jeff Jarrett and it said here, like the name of his like whatever his faction was is just funny.
Yeah, right.
I'll find it because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I didn't see any of that. Well, I've seen a couple videos and that's it from like the QR codes.
Here we go. It's like Jeff Jarrett, total non-stop arseholes is a great name for his faction. To be fair,
just cooking him.
Yeah.
Big ups. Yeah. So we got another QR code. Scary stuff. I do wonder how long they're going to cook this shit for, because I hope it's not too long. But at the same time, I'm like, don't want them to pull the what's the word? Just pull on it too early.
Too early. Pull the trigger too early.
Pull the trigger too early. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. You get me. All right. So yeah, we have Gable in the ring. Starts off by saying like explaining why he got pissed off because Sammy came and like laid the belt in front of him, and Gable was like, "You took it like a man." Yeah, whatever. And then he started celebrating with his family, and Gable was like, "That should have been me.
Should have been me with my family."
So yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess, fair enough. But I mean, ultimately, it's probably not the reason. He's probably just vexed because he keeps losing.
Yeah,
that's probably the real reason. Then we get into the heartbreaking stuff of the segment. He says that he's training a bunch of losers, and you see his 3 Alpha Academy pals behind him. Just they're depressed, man. They don't
look too happy at all.
No. He just goes up to Cesaro and says like, "What, man? It's embarrassing. You just lose every week. I train you and you just keep losing."
And you do a little dance and it's embarrassing.
You do a little dance and it's embarrassing. Then he goes to Maxine and he's like, "She's as pretty as a princess, but dumb as a bag of rocks."
Dumb as a box of rocks.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right.
What's worse is that was like a week or two after Candice ripped into her.
Oh, bro, Maxine's going through it.
Bro, like, I know it's all storyline, but I felt really bad for her. I was like, oh shit, man.
Poor Maxine, man. At least she's getting. I will say, Maxine. I'm pretty sure she's been getting some pops lately. So at least she's got that. I think the crowd are actually starting to get behind her again, just mainly because of all the crap. So I think putting it into storylines is really working. So big ups Big ups to Triple H for that. But yep, then he goes up to his main man Otis, and he's like, "You are the biggest disappointment of them all." And it's just
After going through all the names he has for him, like,
yeah,
you're my number one guy, my prize pupil.
but the biggest disappointment of them all. Don't know why he sounds like this, but he does. It's just,
I did think that Otis was gonna flatten him for saying it.
bro. I thought Otis was gonna be vexed, but instead he
Just looked depressed.
yeah, it was just he just felt bad, and like I think we're gonna get to a point where Gable's gonna lay hands on him, and it's gonna be so sad. Like, shit, man, I'm not ready for. I don't think I'm ready for these things. I can't see Gable beating up Otis, man. It would kill me. Towards the end of the segment, Gable's like, pretty much just says, from now on, we're gonna be doing things for Gable. We are gonna win my Intercontinental Championship.
Intercontinental.
Like, and then he pretty much forces Otis to acknowledge him as his tribal chief. He's like, acknowledge me. Say it. Say you acknowledge me. And then Otis is like, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. Maybe not in those exact words, but
it will be interesting to see how this ends up.
Oh,
especially because there's obviously the rumors that the Creed brothers are going to go turn heel with him.
Oh, that would be so good.
Oh my god. I just want Perk. I want Perk Gable. Literally just rip off everything that Kurt Angle did when he was at TNA.
Dude, it's heartbreaking. I can already picture it in my head. I can picture it like Gable's just had a match. You've got Otis and Tozawa there. They've just had like a tag match or something, and Gable's like pissed off, and then all of a sudden Gable just starts like, he just has this like pissed look, and he starts smirking. But all of a sudden the Creed brothers run out and just start beating the ever living shit out of Otis and Tozawa, while Gable just stands there smiling. Oh my!
It's gonna be so sad, but it'll be so good.
It's alright. It hasn't happened yet. I don't need to be emotional yet. It hasn't happened. It's okay.
Yet.
Yeah, it probably will. Oh god, man. I guess we've got a few weeks, I hope, to get ready for it. Just brace ourselves. Alright. Moving on. We had a Dom and Ricochet little backstage segment. Just some usual shit talk. But then we end off the segment with Dominic and Liv Morgan having a little stare down. So just a little fun thing.
I did see the backstage photo of that, and that looked fucking cold as shit.
Bro, it's like, bro, Liv, man. I mean, and Dom, bro. Both of them, man. They're just great. They're awesome.
I love that Dom's now got facial hair to match more like what Eddie Guerrero looked like.
Dude, the dirty stash to match the dirty Dominic Mysterio. It's perfect.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's just great.
But it's like seeing him there with the cast on his arm and Liv just staring up at him because he's like 6 foot.
Yeah, it's just good. It's good stuff. Like even it's great when you can get like little even cross gender. Like you very rarely see that. So it's cool that they decided to do that.
Yeah.
Then I think we come back from an ad break into it. Not that it matters. I just wrote, same as last week's Raw, I just wrote Nia Jax is scary.
Yep.
Just, yeah.
Of course.
She said some things, her usual, I will squash you and throw you out one by one. Big ups. Go on, Nia Jax. Alright, our next match. We've got JD McDonough and Santos Escobar versus Andrade and Ricochet. Spicy stuff, of course. Santos Escobar filling in for the injured Dominic Mysterio, which Damian Priest wasn't too happy about in the earlier backstage segment. But anyways, my first note I put down is Andrade is just too damn clean. That man can cook. That's all I'm gonna say. That man can definitely cook. He can kick.
He can kick.
He did his usual.
He can kick.
Did his usual. That running knee into the corner looks so deadly. where he just, do you know the one I'm talking about? Where he just
Yeah.
sprints into the corner, double knee, just either side of the head, just looks great. I know that JD was selling his ass off as per usual, just great stuff.
As he has to.
As he does. There's a spot where Ricochet, I believe, is going for a crossbody from the top rope, and then Santos catches him with a knee midair. That shit was disgusting. And then the ending sequence was really cool as well. We had Santos do a Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Santos does a Hurricane Rana from the top rope on Ricochet, which then makes Ricochet fly onto the top of JD McDonough. Then Andrade does that fucking dirty spinning back elbow to Santos, and then Andrade hits what I believe is called the Shadow, which is finishing move, onto McDonough to win the match. So that was a cool little sequence. I've never seen someone do like get Hurricane Run onto someone else, and that lead to that's pretty cool.
It was pretty interesting looking.
Yeah. Then after the match, Priest comes running in and then just beats the crap out of. Not beats the crap, but he leaves Andrade and Ricochet laying in the middle of the ring, and then proceeds to tell Dom and JD, I don't need you guys. You guys need me. And Dominic does not look pleased with that. Dominic just has this like blank stare of like, yo, fuck this dude. What the fuck? Like, yeah. And JD is just. I see why JD was pissed. What did you say you said on Twitter?
I was going. I feel like he's like, I'm tired. I'm sore. I'm pissed. I feel like I've helped the Judgment Day more than the Judgment Day has helped me.
Which is very true.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I think the most obvious outcome is Judgment Day are going to kick out Priest. And honestly, if that's the worst of it, I'm not mad. Like, I like Damien a lot. He's super cool. But if he's the only one getting kicked out if anyone's getting kicked out of Judgment Day, I'd low-key want it to be him. But hey, we'll see. I mean, it's probably going to happen.
It's looking more and more likely with every Raw that goes past.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how a babyface Priest will go, if that's the end goal at least. Because then that's the other thing as well. Like, if Rhea comes back, like, Rhea's basically a babyface at this point. So
yeah,
who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
It could go anyway.
It really could. All right. After that match, we have a short little video package from Zoe Stark, which just made me think that I hope she gets another push soon. Her little feuding with Becky and Trish was really good. She's technically one of the better wrestlers on the whole roster. She's really good wrestler. So, like, maybe her personality is just a little bit like, maybe she just needs to add a little bit something more to her character other than just being like a major badass. So, we'll see. She's cool though. I like her.
It'll be interesting to see, especially now that Rhea's not in the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Then now we get into the ending sequence of the show, which was very cool. So we start off backstage with Indy and Candice. They have a little backstage interview, which gets rudely interrupted, I will say. Like, these two already get nowhere near enough screen time as it is. And then fucking Liv and Nia decide to break into a brawl literally after like 10 seconds of their interview. So then the camera pans away and it's like, oh, no one cares about Indy and Candice. Seriously.
And then it turns into a Becky Lynch walkout.
Yeah. I just love Becky just like walking past the brawl and just going, huh, that's crazy. Hey, yeah, can I have the mic? Yeah, cheers. And then...
Anyway, I'm going to walk to the ring while talking.
As she walks past Maxine and Ivy Nile. I will say, I feel like they messed something up here. Or maybe Becky messed something up. I don't know. But I swear Maxine had a title match with Rhea Ripley at some point. Because...
Yeah, she did.
because Becky Lynch says to Maxine, "Is this your first title? Is this your first title match?" And then
Was it a title match?
Maxine nods, and then Becky's like, "Well, make sure you prove to them that it's not going to be your last." I'm like, it's a wholesome scene. That's really cool. Like, big ups Maxine. But I swear, I'm going to search this up right now.
I'm actually looking up now because I know they had a match.
Let me know. I swear that was for the title.
I don't know if it was for the title.
Maybe it wasn't. She just had a singles match with Rhea and it wasn't for the title. Which, I mean, fair enough. I guess it would make sense because they had that like weird little feud for a bit there.
Yeah, in non-title action.
Okay. And for some reason, I always thought that was a title match.
Yeah, I mean, probably because we all just knew that Rhea was going to win that match.
Yeah, it was like the fact that it was a title match or not really meant nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we get to yeah, Becky does her walkout. It's just that if that's how we're gonna end like every main event of like every show, which is one of these really cool backstage thing walkouts, like hell yeah, I'm here for it. I think that's
it's
3 in
cool.
a row
I think
now. Right.
It will get tiring eventually if they keep doing it.
I don't know though. I was like
I think the novelty of it will wear off eventually.
It depends. Yeah, as long as they're not just like doing the same thing over and over again. Like if they're switching it up, or if they're showing something unique, or or
if it's different people doing it every time.
I don't think they'll do it literally every week, but I think if they have some extra story they want to say, or add some extra stakes to a match, to a main event match, then they'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
But then we get on to the Battle Royal for the vacated Women's World Championship. I'll just do a quick rundown first, and then we'll discuss. Actually, feel free to interrupt me if at any point.
Yeah.
I will say I'm about to go on a tangent. It's not going to be long. Anyway, we start off the match with Candice and Indy getting eliminated first by Maxine Dupree.
So I'll just cut in immediately. I did see online people going, it's not impossible that Candice wins the title here just to surprise everyone. And she was the first eliminated, which is just funny.
Bro, like, I mean, actually, to be fair, I just, everything, man. They were the first two. I'm pretty sure they were the first two eliminated in the fucking Royal Rumble this year as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, just give my girl Indy something. She got a little pre-show match at Elim Chamber, and that's it, man.
It does fit that it was Maxine that eliminated them, though. She got her revenge.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I understand why they did it. They're feuding right now. And, yeah. It's just, man. You turn him heels for what? To job him out to Maxine? No, it's okay. I understand. I'm not actually that upset. I'm just, Indy. I love Indy. She's Australian. I'm Australian.
Oh, man.
We love Indy. Then, what? Oh, right. Okay. I wrote that Katana Chance and Cannon Carter, they showed out for a bit, which lasted like a whole minute before they both got eliminated by Zoe, which is going to be an occurring theme in this match, by the way. Zoe Stark was cooking. There was actually a point where I was like, yo, she could win this. There was never a point in that, actually, to be honest with you.
No.
But she was cooking. She got a lot of elims. Fucking Nia got a disgusting elimination on Ivy Nile where Ivy's like got her in like almost some kind of armbar or something dangling outside the ring, and then Nia's just like, yeah, fuck it, just swings her head first into the ring post and she just falls flat on the outside of the ring. That was emotional. There was a point where it almost looked like Maxine was going to eliminate Nia right afterwards. Maxine like kept hitting Nia with some moves. I think she hit her with like a step up enziguri at some point as well. It was like, oh my god, Maxine's gonna do this. And right as Nia's against the ropes, Nia catches Maxine's leg and tosses her over because there's no way in hell that Maxine was gonna eliminate Nia, although it would have been crazy.
And there was no way in hell that Maxine was gonna win the 12th title.
Thing is, legit though, right? In my head, I'm like, if Maxine eliminated Nia by herself, what's to say? Like, I genuinely think if she did that and then went on to win the match, I don't think anyone would have, like, especially the crowd. Probably people online would have complained, but I think the crowd would have popped crazy if Maxine somehow managed to win that title. Like, I actually think it could have been possible if they wanted to. Like, obviously, just for like a transitional championship, not to like hold it for the next 3 years, but it could have been fun. Anyways, then where am I? I'm lost. Okay, so then Piper Niven gets eliminated by Becky, and Piper retaliates by dragging her out, throws her against the stairs, then does like a front bomb into the stairs onto Becky, and then puts Becky on the table. And then that's before. So Nia's about to eliminate Chelsea. So Piper stops Nia. Then Nia goes, "Oi, bitch." Nia leaves the ring, picks up Piper, drops her just flat onto Becky. The table has zero give. So instead she goes, "Alright, fine." Tries to Samoan drop her onto Becky. The table yet again has zero give.
And she almost fucks up dropping her as well.
And
then, like fucks up picking her up.
I mean, to be fair, fuck. I mean, it was impressive. It was impressive that she managed to pick her up at all, to be honest. Like, when it fucked up, I'm like, okay, they're going to have to give up on this spot. And they're like, oh, nope, she's got it. Fucking fair enough. Big ups. And then, meanwhile, while all this is happening, Natalya eliminates Chelsea Green. But then the ref doesn't see, so she just gets back in the ring. Oh, man. I love Chelsea Green. To be fair, she was... Other than, like, the big three of Liv, Becky, and Nia, Chelsea Green was my sneaky fourth pick. She was like, if anyone else out of them lot could win it, I see it being Chelsea Green. Just like...
I thought it'd just be fun to just give it to her for like a couple of weeks, just to have her lose it.
Just give it to her for a week, and then like next week she has a match with like Nia Jax where she gets killed. Like... It just would have been. It would have been funny. Then so during the ad break, Nia puts Becky through the table, and the table actually gives. So I think maybe the table someone was like, "Yo, Nia, like that table needs to be broken. Like, just you got to put her through that shit."
Please, we're not taking it back.
So Zoe Stark gets another... actually, no. I wrote down that she got 2 lives, but then I saw later that she only got 1. So Zoe eliminates Chelsea, and then I believe Shayna then goes and eliminates Natalya right afterwards. And then Nia Jax eliminates Zoe and Shayna. And then we're into the final 3. So we got the 3 that everyone was pretty much like saying could win this.
So going into it, I thought it'd be Nia Jax that won it.
Yeah, I don't...
Just because I didn't get it spoiled for me, but like I saw like Santi on Twitter and a bunch of people on Twitter going, "Oh, that was a very divisive call to have," and I didn't even think, "Oh yeah, it could be who did win it."
Yeah,
I thought, "Oh, well, Nia Jax would have been the most like divisive, I think."
Yeah, I really...
Because Liv Morgan would have been the obvious choice to have.
100%, yeah.
And then I was thinking, oh well, maybe Nia wins it. But yeah, I can see what they meant by being divisive.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I honestly, I don't think I could put my finger on it at any point other than like once the match had finished. Like I really could have easily have seen it be any 3 of them. I think it was just between those 3, and I think it was literally like a 33% split on all of them with a 1% on Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get a spot where Nia double suplexes Becky and Liv, which was cool. But then Nia gets eliminated later on because she attempts to go to the top rope to do her drop, and then I couldn't see who pushed her off, but someone pushed her off. She got hit with a couple moves. She got knocked out of the ring, which got a loud pop because obviously no one actually wants Nia to win. And like,
yeah.
So yeah, cool. Got a pop. So then we had the final battle. Both of them end up on the apron. I will say I was confused the whole time because Becky dragged
Becky
through
went
the second
under the top rope.
Yeah. So
yeah, but they were acting as if she went down, she would have lost it. But yeah.
Yeah. So that
I was about to say
a
the
little
same
confusing.
thing.
but hey, it didn't matter in the end anyway because after a little bit of brawling, she hits Liv with the manhandle slam onto the apron, and Becky wins. And then she goes and celebrates in the crowd, which was cool.
Yeah, which I imagine you'll see more of that when I'm guessing PD uploads his vlog of it.
Yeah, that'll be cool to see.
Because on their podcast they were doing like a $50 versus like $1,000 seat. So someone was on the floor, someone was in the very nosebleeds.
Oh, the people in the
So
nosebleeds
they're
would be
two
vexed.
two in the front, two in the very back.
Oh, bro, I'm vexed if I'm the people in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, it's cool. I can see why people online are like divisive on whether
oh,
Becky should have won it or not.
I
Just
honestly.
because,
Sorry, go ahead.
like 2 weeks ago, he did just lose in the main event for this title, so I could see why like it could have gone to someone else.
Yeah. See, my thoughts are that this is very obviously. First off, this is obviously not the route that WWE wanted to take. First off,
No.
they obviously didn't want Rhea to get injured. So this, I think, it's pretty obvious that this decision, whoever won this, was gonna be a what's the word? I said it. I literally said it like 5 seconds ago.
Interim.
Transitional. Yeah. Whoever wins this is probably going to be a transitional champion. So, first off, to the people saying that this was the perfect chance for Liv Morgan to win, my disagreement with that is, so she's gone on this whole revenge story, right?
And then she wins it.
And she wins it within a couple weeks. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
That's just lame. Like, we're going to end the story that quickly. Like, obviously, they've got so much more story to tell with Liv Morgan before she finally... Like, it's the same as the Cody story. Like, Cody was trying to finish his story for 2 years. Not that I'm saying Liv Morgan's revenge tour is going to take 2 years, but it's going to take longer than a couple months. Like...
Yeah.
It's going to be so much more satisfying when she fucking wins that title in a one-on-one match against Rhea Ripley, maybe against Becky Lynch in a few months' time, maybe against Nia Jax in a few months' time, against whoever. It's going to be so much more satisfying than if she won it in a Battle Royal. Because I think realistically, Becky winning it now is like... There's a good chance that she'll just hold it until Rhea comes back and then Rhea will beat her again. Like...
Yeah.
Who knows, honestly.
Although... I guess we don't know how long that's going to be.
Well, according to Chris Van Vliet, he said what the injury was, and I can't remember, but he did say that it's probably 3 to 4 months. So it's not too long.
Yeah.
It's about, like, there's a good chance that she should be back before SummerSlam.
So, that's good.
Fingers crossed on that at least. So Rhea will probably win back the title at SummerSlam if all goes according to plan. But yeah, like, to people saying that Becky Lynch doesn't deserve it, and like, there was people comparing her to, like, I saw people like saying like, Becky Lynch try and put over younger talent, the difficulty impossible, like, just like pretty much calling her like, you know, like Charlotte Flair, who just wins championships because she's Charlotte Flair. That's like.
Mm.
She hasn't had a main title for like well over a year. She literally went down to NXT to put over younger talent for like 2 to 3 months. Like, people acting like they've given her this title so like that she's gonna hold on to it for the next 2 years. I'm like, this is just, she is an interim champion. She has earned the respect to like just get another title on her back, whatever. Like, it would be so meaningless if someone like Liv picked it up. Like, obviously it would be cool. It'd be awesome if Liv won the title. But I think in the grand scheme of things, like, everyone's gonna, in a month time, they'll be like, oh yeah, but she doesn't deserve it because she only won because Rhea got injured. Whereas if you give it to Becky, people can say the same thing, but it won't affect Becky because she's already a legend. It doesn't matter. You give it to Liv and instantly it's gonna just downgrade like her respect, her respect is going to downgrade her respect because people are just going to be like, oh, you didn't even beat Rhea for it. And you can get away with that on someone who's already won plenty of titles and it doesn't really matter because they've already proven that they're at that top level. So that's my thoughts. Nia Jax, on the other hand, I think if you gave it to Nia Jax, I wouldn't have complained. But at the same time, maybe they just didn't want the heat of that. I think maybe they wanted to give it to a babyface for a certain reason. Maybe that's the only thing I could argue. The only reason they decided Becky over Nia.
When the main challenger is a heel, Liv, they probably want to have it babyface to go after.
Yeah.
For them to go after, so.
Yeah. And I think Liv, since coming back, she's definitely stabled herself in that title picture. And I can very easily see her getting a title shot / winning a title within the next year. But it's just the fact of the matter is her story for her story to make sense, she can't be a champion. It just doesn't make sense. You can't be on a revenge tour and be a champion. It just doesn't really add up. It's like, I'm going to finish the story, but you've already got the title. The revenge tour. I'm pretty sure she literally said the revenge tour was winning the championship. So she just won the championship.
I think it's mostly beating Rhea for the championship, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was the original. Just the second part of it.
That was the original thing, but yeah. I think literally her words. I'm pretty sure, I could be slightly misjudging the words, but I swear her words from 2 weeks ago or a week ago were literally her saying, "Yeah, my revenge tour and I'm coming for the title." Something along that lines. The title's heavily involved in a revenge tour, so it just wouldn't make sense for her to win it straight away. I think Becky is the best option.
Yeah. Anyway, that was all of Raw. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what happened on Raw today.
That, to be fair,
I think we've waffled on long enough for it, so
I guess.
I don't really want to go for another 5 minutes talking about whether Becky should or should not have won it, to be honest, but
damn, dude, suit yourself, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Cool talking, and I hope that you enjoyed, and if you disagree or agree with our opinions and stuff, that's cool too, because if you wanted someone else to win, I don't blame you. Just don't hate the person that won, just because the person that you wanted to win didn't win. That's the moral of the story. Thank you, and good night.
Thanks for watching.